Revolt Nation, this week on Breakfast Club Extra, the Brilliant Idiots bringing out producer Taylor to discuss dating guys from Philly. Lip Service gets freaky with Kandi Burruss, and Taylor Rooks drops in on Ask Ye. But first, let's go behind the scenes and find out what our staff thinks is the right way to break up with somebody. Check it out.
I don't feel like you can break up with someone and not have that conversation. At least a text message would suffice in any case, but just stop talking to someone or just never talking to someone again. I don't think that's a good way to break up with somebody. At least end the relationship off on a good note, or at least try to communicate that last point in the relationship, but just stop talking. That's insane to me.
I don't have a judgment on if it's right or wrong. What I'll say is closure is always very important, whether it's in work, it's in your relationships, it's in your friendships. If there's a bridge that needs to be crossed, if there's a divide and a breach, you should close it.
Of course, I do it all the time. You're talking to somebody who have girlfriends for weekends. So I break up with girls without saying anything to them all the time.
I think it's absolutely insane if you think you're not supposed to tell someone that you're breaking up with them, especially if you've been with them for more than, I'm gonna say, a year. You cannot walk out of my life and not tell me that you're leaving my life, period.
Real quick, I don't think it's possible to break up with someone without telling them about it. If not, you're just gonna have like a stalker and just someone questioning you and just get a whole bunch of texts wanting answers. And I think the best way is just cut it off and be straight up and just let them know in person. And that's the best way to end the relationship.
You can definitely break up with someone without having to break up conversation. I do it to people all the time. They need to get the hint when you're not talking to them or not answering them back. That's the breakup.
Yes, you should have a conversation with your significant other, like say, hey, I don't want to be with you no more. It's over. Instead of leaving the person hanging.
I've definitely broken up with somebody and didn't send a text. And we dated for a really long time, for years actually. But it was just to the point where it clearly wasn't working out, so there's no point in me answering the phone and talking about it. So yes, it's definitely possible.
Well, I always say that if I haven't heard from you in a couple of days, then you're not my man. So I'm pretty sure for me, I don't need to have a confirmed we are not together to understand that we're not together. Just like I feel like I also don't need a confirmation, oh, I am your boyfriend, you are my girlfriend. I think that there's certain actions or steps that are taken for you to understand both of those concepts.
Donna Rollins, I'm asking the question, what's the proper way to break up? What's the proper way to break up with somebody nowadays?
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. It's a question.
Okay. Well, I would say one-on-one, in person is always best. Don't
you seem like you got an attitude right now.
No.
You can break up with me.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of emotion. So no social media. Don't Twitter it like, oh, it's over. Like, that's just not right.
But people don't want to. No. If it's over on social media platforms everywhere, correct?
Right. That's right.
Are you in a relationship now?
I am not.
Your last relationship, who broke up with who?
It was me.
Yeah, you was like, listen, if you're not going to pull your weight and we're not going to be equal parts in this relationship, I don't want it anymore. That's how you broke up with him.
Slightly, yeah.
I know. Donna Rollins, I'm on the street. My question is, can you break up with somebody?
Yes.
No, God damn, you just ready to break up with somebody.
You're going to finish the sentence.
Can you break up somebody? And I'm listening to you, all right?
Yes.
Stay focused. Can you break up somebody without talking to them?
No.
You can't?
No.
So what's the best way to break up with somebody?
Look at me now. Baby, we done.
Was that an accent?
Yeah, of course I have an accent.
From where?
I'm from the country.
Where's the accent from?
I'm from Poland.
In Poland, if you want to break up with somebody, you use this accent. And it's a very popular
Do
Brooklyn.
not break up with
it's
me.
It's a very popular Brooklyn accent, and the accent is, get out my face, you about to get me up. You seem to be a man that's been in a lot of relationships.
Of course, yes. I mean, yes and no.
My question is, can you break up with somebody without talking to them?
Can you break up without? Yes, you can.
Put your sign up real quick. He would twerk for $1. How much money have you made twerking?
$3 so far.
So you're not a real good twerker?
I'm a real good twerker. It's just the people.
Nah, son, I don't need you to twerk for me. I just give you the money, son. Can you break up with somebody without talking to them?
Technically, no, I don't think so. Yeah, you have no closure.
No closure? How long you guys been together?
Yeah.
What the does just dating mean?
It's been like we're talking, we're getting along, we're getting to know each other, you know?
Oh, y'all haven't had sexual intercourse yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the answer. So maybe the question is, how do you break up with somebody in 2019?
You go ahead and start deleting all the pictures off the Instagram. All right, blocking his number, blocking his Facebook, talking to his mom, secretly telling him like,
you can't talk to the mother.
You gotta talk to the mom. Be like, your son ain't shit.
You cannot tell somebody's mother their son ain't shit.
I'm gonna ghost you. No explanation. I'm out. Peace.
Ghost you. You don't want to smoke. Block. Donnell Rollins. I don't know how you should break up with somebody, how you should break with somebody, but the general consensus from a couple of people is that in 2019, the only way you can break with somebody is on social media. Donnell Rollins, too soon. It's the Breakfast Club.
All right, we are going to take it there with Taylor Rooks with Ask Ye. So here's the question. I need some advice. I caught my girlfriend texting a guy she had sex with before we met, and the conversation was sexual. She didn't try to end it. Before that, I was so affectionate, always kissing and holding her. I was so happy she was having my kid. I was ready to marry her. Now I can't stand the sight of her sometimes. I dread kissing her. I'm only with her because of my kid, and I also don't have anywhere else to go. I could live with my mom, but I really don't want to. What would you do?
Well, first off, I feel terrible for this human being. I have been cheated on before, so I know how that feels to like be so in love with somebody and they betray you and you're like, I don't know this person. I would say that in the long run, you will probably be unhappier if you continue to stay in that situation knowing that it's not right for you. And you don't want that's the thing, like staying in it for comfort. Like it's a situation that you know you're kind of taken care of, but like you also got to take care of you and your happiness. So it's much harder like to actually do it. It's easy to say, but coming from somebody who has been there, I'm giving you advice that I wish that I got. You got to do what's best for you, and that's very likely not being in that situation anymore.
But what about the kid? And then you got to go live with his mom.
Yeah, but like with kids, it's always better like for the parents to be happy. Like kids know when their parents aren't happy. Like it's healthier to be in an environment. And I know kids probably make it incredibly messy, but in the long run, I think it's better. And before you do that though, like try therapy, like go to counseling, see if you guys can get better. But if you try everything, it doesn't work, and you're at peace with the fact that it just isn't going to progress from there, you gotta go.
It was just text messages though.
Yeah, but to him, he's like,
he can't mentally.
Yeah, I agree. Like text messages, that's not like cut the cord. It's when it's a pattern. You're continuously doing bad things. But like to him, it's heavy.
Okay.
You can't really change that.
Counseling sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
You need that even when your relationship's good.
I think everyone should go to therapy. Seriously, like just to talk to somebody. So yeah.
All right, thank you, Taylor.
Yes, thank you.
Candy, welcome, and we know you have a lot going on right now. We were just talking about it, like, how do you do everything that you're doing? You have a new EP that you're working on.
Oh, yeah, I'm working on it right now. Mm-hmm.
And then you have the tour that you're doing.
Yes, Welcome to the Dungeon.
Welcome to the Dungeon.
Yes.
I went to the party. Though.
Oh, yeah.
I went to the party.
We did it back in October, and now I'm turning it into a whole tour.
Then you have 3 restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on.
And you're married, and a baby.
Yeah.
Good.
And do you still have your boutique?
Yeah, I still have my
I used to
store
shop there when I lived in Atlanta.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
you said trying to add more
That's
babies.
A lot.
Yeah, because we have a surrogate, and
we're
working on that. Yeah.
That's it. I saw that episode when she was like, well, if you want to try to do it, nope. Not like that.
No. We did it the scientific way, I guess.
All right. So, me and you had something in common because there was a rumor about me that I had a sex slave in the basement.
Are you serious?
Yes. Did y'all see that? They had put it on Baller Alert.
Really?
So you know how they used to do those anonymous emails with sex stories?
Yeah.
So somebody was like, I'm Angela's sex slave and she keeps me in the basement.
That's so weird. They wanted to be your sex slave.
Exactly. I was like, okay. They really
That's deep.
Yeah.
I I think sometimes people be going way too far with some of these like rumors they try to start. It's crazy.
Then I was like, okay, me and Candy both got a dungeon.
Hey man, but you know what? At first I was like all angry about it, but then after I thought about it, I was like, embrace it. It turned it into a coin, But and then if I'm gonna make a dungeon, it's gonna be the best damn dungeon you've ever seen.
That's what I'm talking about. My sex slaves don't really want all that glitz and glamour though. There's no bathroom down there.
When you got it in Atlanta though, when I tell you it was the talk of town, everybody in the mall was like trying to get the she shut down the city doing everybody went to
it sold out really fast too, right?
Yeah, they did. And it's crazy because it's like I didn't know if everybody was gonna dress up and because it's supposed to be one of those situations, I guess kind of like Coachella where everybody has to dress up and wear their crazy outfits. And when I tell you damn near everybody in the place had on a dungeon outfit.
I wasn't trying to do too much. I was like, look, when I got there, people was going all out.
You was like, I'm underdressed.
Out. I had a coat over. I had the lingerie. I had the coat over. When
you like, take this off.
Right. Yeah, I was like,
okay, it's safe. It's safe.
Yeah.
So everybody had on like lingerie,
crazy stuff,
like Fashion Nova lingerie.
People had wigs, leather, and
exactly
masks. I mean, I wasn't there. I just saw from online and on the show. But,
like some girls, they probably had on like nipple covers with a mink coat, or just like going all out for it. I mean, there were some guys, obviously,
guys jeans and white beaters, the guys in JoJo.
They more so were like they tried to do like the Hugh Hefner with the robe.
That's easy.
Yeah. But and there was people with full mask on, and it was
and the crazy thing about it was that a lot of people really didn't even know what it was or what to expect.
Yeah,
like it was a big question mark of I don't know what this is, but it's about to be crazy, and I got to be there.
So this is what the whole tour is going to be like, starting in May.
Yeah, basically we doing 12 cities, and so basically the same thing I did in Atlanta. I'm just taking it to different cities. It's going to be we're taking it to pushing the limits as far as we can push it, you know what I mean, without getting arrested.
Yeah, you said you held back a little bit.
Girl, we need to give us that hedonism.
Is that why they take the boat to the front?
Yeah.
I was like, no, take my boat.
I have a company that takes everybody,
you put it in the bag,
right, because, if people come,
you want to be comfortable.
They don't want everybody moving all
makes sense. I was mad because I couldn't get my selfie in. I was like,
you got to do it outside.
Yeah,
they should probably have a selfie area out front.
Yeah.
And then you close the bag and go in.
Yeah, I have like a photo booth if
I think
people want to take pictures. But like I'm gonna take celebrity guests and we're gonna like do our thing, and then it's like some erotic, performers, and it's very like sexual. It's like at first when it starts, it's a big ass party,
right?
And then we have like a variety show, so maybe I might do something with dances, but everybody's barely clothed.
So how is that for the men? Because you got a ton of men in there and then women that are barely clothed. Like, is
they were target all night.
They should have the sock on.
There was a lot of gay boys in there.
It was a mixture. It was a lot of straight men too. Because it was couples.
Yeah, it was really dark in there. I could barely see.
I felt like it was sexy. It was everybody that it was no type of like set crowd, you know what I mean? Everybody was in there, so it was just, which I thought was cool, because I was like, how many places do you normally go where it's not like, oh, it's only this type of person or this type of person? Everybody was in there, and everybody was having fun. I think it was. I heard it was somebody that
it might be some dungeon babies,
and that's what I'm saying. Like,
it might be some dungeon babies.
I'm sure there's a lot of men that walk around there with dicks hard,
right?
You know what I mean?
Some guys try to run on themselves.
We had the grapefruit lady there. She be giving oral sex instructions. It was
she would give oral sex,
right?
In the lobby,
she wasn't giving oral sex. She was giving people lessons on how they supposed to do it
with the grapefruit.
Do you remember the first time you learned how to perform oral sex?
Yeah.
Because I learned how to do it from reading a magazine article.
From a magazine?
Really?
Yes.
I learned from watching porn.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you good at it the first time?
I don't think I was good at it the first time, but you watch a couple more and you're like, okay.
And then practice makes perfect.
Yeah. And your friends tell you some
little tips here and there.
I feel like I was going to do it.
Yes, I'm from West Philly. My dad moved our family to Lower Marion, but I was only in West Philly because I only around my cousins and everything else. So yes, technically I did grow up in West Philly.
She only saying that because PNB Rock said all the flyest girls in Philly are from West Philly.
Stop making
this is that ever was said ever.
And also, for all them people that us saying I'm from Upper Darby and everything, and you're
There you go.
I'm not.
Liar.
Like, how about
People
you know
from high
who
school
I
know
am
where you from.
first?
Upper Darby, Lower Marion.
I thought you were from Upper Darby when I met you. Your accent is like that. You have an Upper Darby accent.
What's Upper Darby accent?
What's Upper Darby? Like that, whatever that was, that's Upper Darby. Oh, that shit is right there. You made sure P&B was gonna see you today with that sweater.
She put that neon
You
green on
highlighted
for
yourself.
a reason. The human highlight reel.
Real talk.
I wore this before.
I've never seen you wear that.
I have.
I need Shaq's glasses.
Listen, first thing P&B Rock said, I said, yo, we got somebody from Philly here. He goes, oh, yeah, I know. Me and that little John was talking outside.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? Me and that little John was talking outside. That's what you did.
You pulled up on him? Hi, I'm
Before
from
the game even
Germantown.
started.
I pulled up on everyone saying, hello, I'm Taylor. And I mentioned yes.
What'd you say?
I'm a Philly bred.
That's how it
Ashy
is.
Knuckles, bruh.
What? Stop saying that.
Ashy
We're
Knuckles,
ashy.
and he got like a beard, but it's not a beard, so it's like real Philly bearded right here, but shaved right here, so you know he can just grow it out. Turns around like a mother.
Because you see the hope. You see the promise in that man.
That's what it is.
For real talk.
He's not my type.
Oh,
What do you
really?
mean he's not your type?
He's not my type.
What section of Philly is your type, Taylor?
Section of Philly?
Yes.
I like. He don't gotta be. I really don't like North Philly guys. I'm not gonna.
Why?
They have a different demeanor.
Really? We're the whites in Philly.
For the whites?
Yeah.
They're surrounding us actually. Like y'all getting in our neighborhood. Like y'all in North Philly.
Oh, they getting you fuck up out of there. That's happening in every hood in America.
Yeah.
Yo, now why do you think we have these Stop the Violence campaigns so we can move in?
I read an article. I actually read an article about that in the New York Times.
Is it ready? Can we go?
The craziest thing that I read an article about that in the New York Times this week, and a lady from Raleigh-Durham said it's not even the fact that the value goes up. Like they said, a white person can come in and occupy the same space. She was like, not only does the value go up, everybody starts behaving differently. And that's the most about gentrification.
Yeah, so you're gonna talk about the Jay-Z lyrics?
Well, it ain't even just necessarily the Jay-Z lyric. It's just the fact that black people are really scared to death of white people. Like, that's really all it boils down to. That's really what it boils down to.
Chop, chop, everyone.
What you mean it's the consequences?
Some whites are walking into the neighborhood.
That's how they act.
We see the consequence of the white privilege, though.
The consequences of white privilege?
Like, as in, like, if we say y'all two got into a fight, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Most likely, and say you the one that hit Charlamagne first.
Chill. I would never do that.
I'm just saying.
Basically, if I kill Andrew,
Yeah,
I'm
like
going to jail.
you're still gonna go. You're still gonna.
I'm going to jail if I kill a black person.
Did you see? Yeah, but I'm just saying they're gonna be more hard on you. Like, did you see that?
So you saying like white people get treated like women in the judicial system?
Yeah.
Because women don't go to jail for.
Yeah, I guess so.
And they get like 10% the sentences of men. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, y'all don't go to jail.
But that's what I'm saying.
So white men just have women's privilege. I got you.
Did y'all see that viral video?
Of who?
Of a kid. This officer like just got real aggressive with him, and then his white friends like stood in and was like, "No, don't touch him." And the officer like just backed up because he had his white friends on his side.
I saw the one where the officer hit that step back on a black dude. That was violence. That was police brutality for real, bro. He hit that step back on that black dude. You didn't see that?
No.
They played 1-on-1.
Oh.
And he hit that step back on the baseline, son. This white cop jab step back on the baseline. Bro. Yo, hashtag Black Lives Matter, yo. You can't be going into black communities and just dropping buckets on them like that.
I didn't see that. When they shot the cop because he was better at basketball?
No, they didn't shoot nobody.
What happened? What the
The white cops go into the hood and they like play basketball to like, establish rapport. And and they gave the white cop the ball and he like hit him with a little jab step. So a couple dribbles to the left, step back, dime.
Jesus Christ. Hold on, pay some bills. I gotta curse somebody out real quick. I'll be right back.
We gotta curse out.
I'll tell you when I come back.
Why
do we like making out?
But like y'all really like
making out?
Nah, white people.
White people, they make out. You ever see a white person really make out? Like y'all
Yeah,
be
we
like
make
trying
out.
to eat each other's faces.
Yeah, we like kissing. We're affectionate people.
Like when I used to party, it just be y'all it'll be over a fast song. Y'all just it's just weird.
What would you rather a guy do? A guy look you deeply in the eyes and make out with you, or a guy be like,
Taylor ain't get kissed in so long. That's all
She didn't even say no, bro. She didn't. That's how I know you salty.
They're having this conversation
with a white man would make out with you.
They're having a conversation with this dusty motherfucker. She got cobwebs all that. Hey, my God.
You got cobwebs on it?
She working.
First of all, what did I tell y'all last time?
What? That you don't shave?
No. I
heard that.
I did hear that.
I did.
When did I say that?
I did say that.
You say you don't
You said
shave.
your legs look like Freeway's face. You told me that. You did say that. You said it's a Philly thing we wouldn't understand. You did say that.
I never said
that. That is a fact. I do remember.
I said I just let you know the guy's taste, and then I bounce.
Taste what?
What do you think?
Oh my God.
But you never said you shaved or you do shave.
I do shave. What are you talking about?
I don't know if you shave, yo.
Why?
I don't know. Because sometimes your edges aren't laid, and it's like...
Yo!
I'm just saying, if those edges ain't laid, the other one's rough.
You need to drink more water.
Rough.
You need to drink more water, eat more peanut butter for your edges.
I hate y'all.
I told you that earlier. Peanut butter good for your edges.
It's good for your edges, huh?
First of all,
edges look fine
I have
today.
edges, so don't make it seem like I don't.
Sometimes it
you
look like...
You just say that because you don't have no hair.
Today...